we got to talk about LSU having the gall to tell us they're not going to play in a bowl ban this season. You know I got to come after them for this. And all that's coming up after the bumper.
Don't be cornering me. Hold up. Time. You got to help me with that corner shit.
What's up, kinfolk? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. It's always college football related, sports related. We have a good time. And LSU, what the hell is you doing? What is you doing? Homie, child, no, this is not how you do this. All right? This is not what... You 3-5. You 3-5. You would not even be eligible for a bowl this season had the COVID not happened. All right? On top of that, we got to talk about your 7 opt-outs that include now Arik Gilbert, who was pulled out of the season. Ed Orgeron going to try to offer up that his body is hurting. Yeah, my body would be hurting too if I caught 5 L's in 8 games. But we'll get to that here in a second. Let's get everybody on the same page so everybody know what facts that we're dealing with. LSU and Ed Orgeron put out a statement on Wednesday night letting everybody know that they not going to play in a bowl season, which is like Kevin Hart saying he's banning himself from playing professionally NBA. It's like a ball man banning himself from getting these extensions, okay? It's like a short man saying, you know what? Perhaps I'm going to ban myself from the high jump competition. It's like an ugly man banning himself from America's Top Model. All right? It's like a slow twitch boomer banning himself from the Madden tournament. Don't make no damn sense. And even if you wanted to do that, I want you to show up. I want you to show up for all the reasons that I want those other people that I mentioned to show up so I can watch you get clowned on and styled on for my enjoyment. All right, check it. Here's a statement from LSU Athletics. LSU has informed the NCAA and the SEC that it will self-impose a 1-year postseason ban on its football program from 2020 to 2021 bowl season, in addition to self-imposed sanctions already declared. LSU leadership made this decision after careful deliberation and review of the NCAA rules violations that have been discovered in the university's cooperative investigation with the NCAA and IARP, not to be confused with AARP, which is what some of y'all is going to be up for by the time I hope these sanctions come up for you, because they like the sexual assault scandal on top of getting money from boosters. Like, come on now. This decision reflects LSU's commitment to compliance with NCAA regulations and maintenance of its institutional control. See, they already trying to get that lack of institutional control about there. We regret the impact that this decision has on our current student athletes, but we make it in the best interest of the football program and the university. LSU will continue to cooperate with the NCAA and IARP throughout the enforcement process. Then Ed Orgeron followed up with this. I respect the university's decision to proactively address NCAA issues from the past. I share the disappointment of our student athletes who will not be able to compete this season in a bowl game. I am especially proud of our players' dedication to the program during these unprecedented times in our country. Their pride in LSU will be driving force to continue to build championships. Go Tigers with that GEAUX that is getting on my DAMN nerves. The nerve to come out with this. All right, so NCAA says anybody that wants to play in a bowl game this season gets eligible to play in a bowl game this season, which conceivably means you could have foregone the entire regular season. And if you want to show up to play the New Mexico Bowl, which is going to be played in Frisco, Texas, because I love the irony of all of this, or let's say strangeness of all this, because I don't think that's the correct use of irony. But all that to say, it don't matter this year. Like, the only bowl games that matter this year are the 2 for the playoffs. You got the Sugar Bowl, the Rose Bowl. Those are the ones that matter this year. None of the other ones matter this year. Okay? They don't matter this year. So for you to say that we're going to self-impose a bowl ban in a year where the bowls don't matter at all, and there is no eligibility standard to meet except that you can field a team, you're going to ban yourself from a bowl. Even as LSU might actually have a hard time fielding a team for a bowl game. Think about that for a second. With Arik Gilbert joining Terrace Marshall this month and opting out of the remainder of the 2020 season, LSU has had 7 players opt out. Okay. LSU could catch a loss this season for every opt-out because they're sitting on 5 after your boy told them they was going to get 5 at the preseason. 5 this summer. 5 losses. They caught 5 losses. They still got to play Florida and Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin versus Bo Pelini's defense. Oh, you know they holding that L. You know it's going to be like that Money Mayweather meme. Money, L. That's what it's going to be, right? It's going to be like Hefty Lefty was back there just dunking on him. Running Hal Mummy's offense and shaking them. Still my favorite. That's my favorite play. Watching big Jared Lorenzen put people on skates and then chuck it down the field. I love that so much. More offensive linemen playing quarterback. That's what I need in my college football. I also need LSU to be looking at this and be like, somebody told y'all this was a bad look, right? Somebody told y'all this was not the year to do that, right? Somebody told y'all that's not going to go over well in the PR department, right? Somebody told y'all that, RJ's going to rip y'all if y'all do this because there's no way to defend this. There's no way to defend this. None. Like, for real. Oh, my goodness. Okay, and then we got more styling on him because, like, peep game from Ross Dellinger. The last year LSU didn't play in a bowl, mad cow disease was a thing. E. coli. Tiger Woods won the Grand Slam. People used Microsoft Windows. The show Survivor began. Will Smith opened the Grammys with Wild Wild West. Whew. And the best new artist was Christina Aguilera. Like, all right, there's a lot going on there. There's a lot to unpack there. It's been a while, right? We talk about like 1999, right? And then you get Nick Saban off in there in 2000, and he gets y'all back on the good foot, and y'all playing for national championships by 03. It's nice to be LSU in 03 and 07 in 2019, but I am confident in making this claim now because I check with the folks that I trust the most in this sport. Shout out college football nerds and Daniel Dillard in particular. This is the worst fall off for a defending national champion in college football history. The absolute worst. You go from having 14 dudes drafted, having all of your starters get signed, to opt out of the Blitnikoff Award winner to start the season, opt out of another first-round pick of Terrace Marshall later in the season. You lose the starting quarterback to injury. You can't figure out which one of the freshmen you want to play the most, so you keep playing them both, and getting absolutely destroyed on defense, all while LSU fans try to look us dead in the eye and tell us that losing David Randa wasn't that big a deal because Bo Pelini was going to get it all right. Bo Pelini has been coaching defense so well this year, he going to get fired. Or if at least he don't get fired, he going to have a whole hell of a hard time trying to defend whatever this is in 21. And that's after adding Jabril Cox. And that's after putting together a top-ranked recruiting class. And now you got Arik Gilbert, the highest-rated tight end in history and the only tight end ever to win National Gatorade Player of the Year, ready to go back home. Like his mama came to town. That's where he's at in his journey. His journey is so affecting, his mama is there. Shout out to all the mamas out there, because I've been there before when you need your mamas to be at your crib and help you out. Like, I've been there. That's not shade. That's like to the heart with mama. But mama in town now, and mama gonna take a look around at what it is for Arik Gilbert to be in Baton Rouge, and mama might make a decision that says Georgia, Auburn, Florida, Clemson, Alabama, any one of those is closer to home. South Carolina, now that Shane Beamer back at the crib, might get a look. Might be time to give that all a try. I'm just saying, this is where LSU football is. And it's also astonishing to see how many people are having some measure of schadenfreude about LSU's situation. It's also like how some people have described LSU fans when you see them at like neutral games and like, I don't know, the Peach Bowl. Might be something to that. Maybe it's time for little Michael Jackson. I'm staring at the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. There's no message in a man in it. I don't remember the rest of the words. I just remember that Mike was going at it. If you want to make the world a better place, you better get in the ring and make a change. Like my mom, she got me on the na 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 na. Uh-huh. Come on. Doses.